everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Make sure we're live. Make sure I pressed the button. Okay, I pressed it this morning. It's been a morning. I jumped out of bed, and then it was like 9:15 after I got ready and stuff, and I was like, God, I need Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, do you think I can make it? So I'm like running. Then I get to Dunkin' Donuts, and there's like wrapped around the drive-thru. I was like, crap. Then I ran in and I got my coffee and made it back here just in time. Let me know when you're ready. Give me a thumbs up, Jennifer. I see you in the basement. So I've been running this morning, running, but I made it with my Dunkin'. Let me scroll up to the top and say hi to everyone that is here. So we've got Cruise Nuts here. Hello, Cruise Nuts. Good morning. Bama Nola. And I did finish your playlist, Bama. And then I watched your live from yesterday. So if you have anything new out there, let me know. And I'll be sure to watch it today. Or at least play it today. I have a lot going on today. But let's see. Danny D is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, look who's here. Clock Family Adventures. Controversial. Oh, you're up early, isn't it? Like 2 hours. You're like, what, 7:30 by you? You are up early, but good morning and thank you for coming. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is here, and you're up early too. It's behind over there too. Let's see. Danny D. Good morning, Danny D. And oh, it's Betty. I talked to her this morning. She was up early. Long nails on and hard to type. Okay. At least they're not the press-on nails I was talking about yesterday, right? I tagged you in my recent video destination. Okay. I haven't looked on YouTube this morning. I literally got up, got ready, and ran to Dunkin' Donuts and got on here. So I will look at that. Thank you. I've been up since 5 a.m. Woo, that's early for a Saturday. Embarkation, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come up. Okay. Well, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm awake. I'm awake and have a Red Bull. That is what I've gotten accomplished this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Let's see. We've got Mike and Rihanna saying hello to Betty. Well, they said it's 7:30 there. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, 6:30 here, but I've got to leave for work in 30 minutes. Used to it. I'm up sometimes to watch Jimmy. Oh, my goodness. That's what hashtag replay is for. Oh, goodness. That's Betty's time schedule over there. Controversial cruising. She's up that early. Let's see. Yes, press on, add good at them. It is the glue, and now how to apply it to the art to it. You're talking about the Lee press on nails, Jennifer. I was talking about yesterday that were flying off. Hey, Will G, welcome in. All right. Let's see. I think we are down to the bottom. And to share your channel and my channel, do hashtag defun. If you're in Embarkations channel, do hashtag nation. And actually, Jennifer, I want to log into you and make sure I give you a thumbs up over there.
Thank you, friend. I'm trying to log into you as well.
And Clock, you're not streaming, are you?
No.
Okay. And then, so Jennifer, I'm going to take your link too, and I'm going to pin it to the top of mine. So if they're not over there, they can head over and give you a thumbs up. Sorry, I was going to do this before the the show, but Jennifer she didn't have the thumbnail set up. So let me do it right now real quick, you guys, and we'll start the show.
I was slacking.
Okay. All right. So we do have a topic this morning, you guys. And guess what that topic is? If you can't tell, I'm wearing my Mickey ears this morning.
I'm wearing
Guess what
a
the
West
topic
Side
is?
Toy Story.
Oh, and I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see, but a Winnie the Pooh shirt. So
I failed.
guess what the topic is? And it's not cruising. Can you get? Did you read the thumbnail?
Scott's got it.
Yes. Good job, Scott. Controversial cruising. You won the prize, but I don't have a prize. Can you tell I've only had this much coffee this morning? Disney. So it's about our favorite parks. And Scott, thank you very much. You did guess it. And then it looks like now everybody's following you. So let's start by clock. Let's hear what your favorite park is and why.
Well, I haven't been to. I've only been to Disney World, so let me narrow that down.
Wait, hold on. While he's telling us his answer, you guys put in the chat what your favorite park is and why. Sorry, keep going, clock.
I should have thought about it before I got on here this morning because I knew that it was the topic. But I kind of have a couple different. I like the Star Wars land, so I like Hollywood Studios, but then I also like Magic Kingdom. So I'm kind of torn between the two because Magic Kingdom just has all the other Disney stuff. But it's probably going to be Hollywood Studios.
So have you been, Clock, to any of the other parks besides Disney World? Like, have you been to Disneyland or Disney Tokyo or whatever it's called, or any of those?
Nope. I really want to go to Tokyo because Disney Sea is supposed to be like the best park they have.
Okay, so why is Hollywood your favorite park?
Because of Star Wars Land. I really like the way it looks. And even the Toy Story Land, it's just awesome the way they did it. So
have you been on the newest Star Wars ride, the Resistance?
Yeah. Yep. I've been on a few times.
Did you go to the before it closes, have you been to that Galactic Cruiser thing that they have?
No. That was way too much.
Yeah, I think it was definitely overpriced.
Yeah. They could have did something else with it and made it to where people could afford it and it still would have lasted. Even if it was just a hotel that had the characters walking around every once in a while, people still would have booked it. But instead, they kind of wasted it.
Well, and I kind of feel like, and I know we're going off track here, but I feel like it had too many, it was too structured, right? When you go to Disney, you have to be flexible. And I feel like that concept was too structured because if you missed one of the events that it had, you were kind of lost in the whole plot of the whole.
I agree with that.
With kids that age, you have to be flexible. Like some of them have to take naps. Some of them, are throwing temper tantrums and you got to get them out so you're missing things, right? And you can't come back into the story in the middle of it. Because, you can, but you're totally lost in the whole thing.
They could have did like different tiers or something where you can go there and stay for the week and just have the characters walk around, or you can pay a little extra and go to shows or do something that's interactive or something. But for them to just do the blanket, I mean, I guess they had to just because it's immersive. The whole, like the entire thing is immersive, but they just all that money for nothing. Now they got to redo it.
It was not one of their best ideas. I agree.
Real quick, I
Yeah.
need Ace Florida 1. I need your address. So let me put my email in here. You're the only other person that I need an address for the giveaway stuff from last Sunday.
So I feel I live in Florida, so I have a pass and I usually just go for a day. But if I were coming to Florida to go to Disney for a week, and especially with as hot as it is right now, because our heat index today is supposed to feel like it's 115 degrees. If I'm not going to be in the park all day, I want to go back to a hotel and be able to go in the pool and do those types of activities. I don't even think that Galactic thing even had anything like that. I think it was you just do these activities and that's it. Like,
I think it had like a sunning area or something they called it, where you can go out and it was, nicely decorated, I guess. But there was no pools or any activities like that. No.
okay, so let me hop back over to the chat.
Hey Sherry, can you put my email address in yours? I guess it's not letting me do it.
Do I not have you as a?
I thought it was.
Ace Florida 1's in my chat clock.
Oh, he is? Okay.
So hopefully he saw you.
You're gonna drop it in Jennifer's then, or you want me to make you a moderator?
I think I already dropped it in hers.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need me to drop it, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me hop back over to the chat. And let's see. So Mike and Rihanna said their favorite park is Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland, but that is on my bucket list. We were planning on doing it when we did our Alaska trip. We were going to plan it so we had a layover in LA. And we started to plan it, and then we thought a day is not long enough at Disneyland to spend all that money. So we scrapped it, and now we've got to go back out there and do that. We haven't done it yet, but that's on my list. Jennifer, I tagged you in a video this morning.
Thank you, Bama. I'll go watch it.
Orange Cone vlog, Tokyo Disney Sea. Oh, so he's been there.
That's cool.
He's been to all of them. He's in the thousands, I think, on times visited Disney.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. We almost went because we were actually our friends. One of my best friends is from Tokyo, and she lives in Florida, and they went back this past year to Tokyo, and they wanted us to go with them. But they were still under some of the C word regulations, and I didn't want to go there and not enjoy it the way I should enjoy it for spending all that money on a flight. So we did not go. And I don't know if I could be on a flight that long. I've got to really prep for that type of trip. So someday, my favorite park is Disneyland because the only park I've been to, and I went to Disneyland in the 90s. Oh, it's probably changed. So I got to close this door. Danny's blasting something. He's awake, you guys, before 10 o'clock. This is unheard of on a Saturday. It's probably changed Disneyland since the 90s. I haven't been there, so I can't say, but I know that it probably has if it's like Disney World. I'm with you, Mike.
I think he's talking about I think he's talking about the either the park. He likes Hollywood Studios or the way they ran the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser.
I still have the ticket. I don't even have any of my paper tickets anymore. Everything's so electronic now that I don't have any of that stuff. Never been to Disneyland. My favorite park in Disney World is Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Nice, nice. The only parks I've gone to in the US are the water parks. Oh, that's interesting. And I've never been to any other water parks.
I've been to Blizzard Beach.
Oh, we'll have to hear about it. I haven't been to any of their water parks. I've been to the Aquatica, but Aquatica, I think, is SeaWorld, right?
SeaWorld. That's SeaWorld.
Yeah. Hey, Jess Cody, welcome in. Good morning, Bone Tired Travelers. I'm completely disenchanted with Disney World. My last trip was terrible. They messed up our hotel reservation. We booked a preferred room and we didn't get it. They gave us Genie Plus for 2 days. Well, Genie Plus is expensive. So if they gave you that, you got a good deal because that crap's expensive. They used to have the Fast Pass that was free. So you used to get 3 free passes to get, skip the line on everything. So you'd have to log in. I think it was like 30 days before or something. And you log in on their app and you could pick which 3 and what time slot you wanted. And it was free. And then once you used one at the park, you could pick another one. Now they charge you for it, and it's expensive. I want to say it's like $25 a ride, right? I think it depends on the capacity for the.
Well, that's only for the high dollar ones. The regular Genie Plus is like $15, and it gets you on all the different lower tier rides. But then they have like the higher tier, like at Hollywood Studios, it's like Rise of Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. And then at Magic Kingdom, Tron is just by the queue or whatever. But it was like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or something like that.
And see, I've never purchased So when it was free and we had the Fast Pass, we would drive over, do our 3 rides, have dinner, and then we'd have 3 more Fast Passes already lined up. Now we'll be lucky if we get on 2 rides, but we'll go over there, walk around, like if it's the Epcot Food and Wine Festival, of course. We went on 1 ride the other day, but we'll walk around the festival, but we'll be lucky unless it's a really slow time if we get on 2 rides, but we don't pay for that. The whatever pass. I mean, I think that's ridiculous.
See, I don't pay, and that week I go, we never have any issues. Like my kids will get on all the rides and not have any, like we won't have any problems getting through all the rides throughout the day.
Yeah, but if you go on a busy time like spring break or Christmas, like the holidays and stuff, it would be worth it. But still, it's expensive. I mean, for a family of 4, right? By the time you pay all that, that's an extra $200-$300.
Right. And I think it kind of depends on how often you're going to Disney. If this is your one shot and you've been saving for 5 years, and you want to, always wanted to ride Slinky Dog Dash or whatever it is, it's debatable. I think Sherry, in your case, having us, being so close, that makes sense too. We did it when we went, and it was because it was like, well, we don't know when we'll be back here, so let's go ahead and knock all these things out. But Rise of the Resistance was not cheap for Andrew and I. I mean, it was, I want to say $20-something, but we were on at like 10:30 in the morning, and we were very lucky to get the whatever. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a money grab. I don't really love it. I think it takes away from the experience. And I think if you're saving all these, like some people do not get to go to Disney once a year or twice a year, or any of that. I think if you're saving that kind of money for Disney, it really kind of, it's just another frustration in my point of view to have to add all that. But
right. I think they should still have the 3 free.
I do too.
I mean, they finally came out the other day and admitted that the parks are struggling, that the attendance is down.
We were watching PC Dev, and he was talking about it there. That's why when we were talking a couple weeks ago, like the $99, it's $99 right now because they're trying to compete against Universal, and you've got lots, what Busch Gardens there, you've got Lego,
SeaWorld.
Peppa, all that there now. Well, if you've got like a 5-year-old, they're still into some of that, Lego and Peppa and all that.
Yeah,
the Lego
Jennifer
park
needs to come for like a whole month to get to all these theme parks with her kid.
No, that's why we want to move there.
Let me hop back
Legoland
over.
a long time ago, but
They
it was pretty cool. I went to Legoland. It's been probably 10 years ago. It was pretty cool, and they're steady adding stuff to it. The only issue is it's like pretty far away. I think it's right near. I think it's somewhat near you, isn't it, Sherry?
It's literally right in the middle between Tampa and Orlando, but it's not where you just hip stop and you're off the interstate and it's right there. You have to drive into the middle of the.
It was an oddball place.
Yeah, it's in the middle, like literally in the middle of Florida. Like
I was gonna answer Danny from Griswold Family Vacays question. Yes, he's from Oklahoma.
Do what?
He asked, he said, do you know where Dev is from, Jennifer?
Oh.
And I said, yes. He's from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Orange Cone Vlog said that's just the beginning. Oh, he has a whole list of things that went wrong on his trip. 736 times to all the parks worldwide. Wow.
That was all. That's it, 1,000.
Park with the most memories for me is Disneyland. My grandfather was an opening day cast member and worked there for 50 years.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, Six Bows is back. Welcome in. We've got Bone Tired Travelers. Haven't been since 2008, but love the Magic Kingdom. It takes me back to being a kid. Went there the first time. And Bone Tired, as much as I love most of the parks, I have to say, Magic Kingdom, I feel the magic when I walk in there. Like, I don't know, something just always, like, I'm always like, oh, do we have to go to Magic Kingdom? And then when we get there, it's like a whole, like, it takes you, like, into this whole other mindset. Like, I can't even explain it.
I mean, for me, it's cutting that corner and seeing the castle down the middle of the streets.
Yes. When we went in 2021, I cried. Like, I like literally, that was what I was looking most forward to, was the castle, like seeing the castle. I hadn't seen it since I was like, 14 or something. And that there is something magical about Magic Kingdom. Andrew.
Yeah, it just puts you, once you are through that gate and you see that castle, it just puts you in this whole different,
it does.
Like there's no outside world. Like you're just like, wow. Like, I don't know. And it does. It brings back a lot of childhood memories and a lot of, I don't know.
It does. Andrew, that's a fun trivia fact. That's Andrew's least favorite park. He does not like, if I mention Magic Kingdom, he's like, no.
Well, the only thing I don't like about the Magic Kingdom, now I will have to say, is I feel like that is the park, and they are getting there, but that is the park that they need crowd control at.
I agree.
Because the lines there are too crazy long. But starting, I think it's in January, they're lifting the reservations for all the parks except for Magic Kingdom. You're still going to have a reservation to get into the Magic Kingdom. So I guess they're going to still try to control it as much as they can. So,
well, I think that's why we've been there twice in the past couple of years, and that's been the park we've had the most frustrations in. Mm-hmm. And literally this last time, I was so upset, I just wanted to leave.
So we usually hit the park like right around this time. We'll go to Magic Kingdom when they have it all decorated for Halloween and all that. But this year we're not doing it. It's 115 today, the feel like temperature. So we're not going there anytime soon. And then we always go between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but it's usually either the week before Thanksgiving or the week after Thanksgiving because the crowd is low. and they have it all decorated, and our path isn't blacked out then. So you can still enjoy the festivities of the holidays with it not being so hectic, and you can still get on rides at that point. But after, like, I want to say it's the second week of December, forget it. It's the lines start to pick up at that point. But if you want to enjoy the holidays, the week to go is the first week of December, or the week before Thanksgiving. If you go the week before Thanksgiving, everything's decorated, but you don't have all the crowds. So
that's when we usually go, and that's when I plan on going in 2025.
And
that's usually when we go.
I was just saying, if you go that first week of January too, like we flew there, like we were there on New Year's Day. It's still decorated until like the 4th or 5th too. So if you're kind of, and the crowds are gone already for the Christmas, New Year's too. So if you're kind of wanting some of that Christmas magic, but you don't, you're not going until like that first couple days of January, it's still very pretty and decorated.
Yes. Let me hop back over here. Danny D's been to SeaWorld. Fun fact, I have not been to SeaWorld since my 8th birthday. So maybe this year we will make a trip to SeaWorld, because I keep saying I want to go, but we have not been yet.
We're season pass holders for SeaWorld, and we love it.
Well, right now, I don't know about the SeaWorld in Texas, but the SeaWorld here has some food and wine kind of thing going on right now.
Yeah. They do the same thing at Busch Gardens up here.
Yeah, but they do it at this Busch Gardens, and it doesn't compare to the Epcot food and wine. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't compare to the way Epcot does it. But the thing I like, though, Busch Gardens, you can buy that passport card, like the punch card, for like, I don't know, $50. And they give it to you by the food, right? So they'll punch the card. So you can get 12 items for $50, right? You can't do that at Epcot. Epcot, each thing is individually priced.
We did that.
You're actually getting a good deal at Busch Gardens with that punch card thing.
And SeaWorld does it too. And if you're a season pass holder, you get an additional free 3 items to go try too. And we did that last year, and I think we have a couple of videos on it. But the food was really good. I will say it's not the same experience as going to Epcot, because you don't have the the decorated designated areas. It's kind of like, well, here's a nice little temporary building, it says Japan on it. But we enjoyed the food. The only thing
is, and the food portions at Busch Gardens are a lot bigger than what you would get at Epcot.
Right. Well, in here I feel like it's good, and it's always great, but it's always like at the really like start of the summer, like I want to say like midsummer, and it's so dang hot that's like, ooh, this would be great if it was like 60 outside, not 107.
I know. And our Busch Gardens, I don't know about yours, but ours does a beer fest too. I think right now is the beer festival.
We do ours in October, like an October fest.
So Six Bows is back, says, I haven't been to Disney as an adult. I like near Six Flags, so we go there. Oh, I live near Six Flags. And Disney as an adult, I feel more appreciative of Disney. Like Epcot, I used to hate as a kid. Like I thought, I don't like this part, blah, blah, blah. But now I really like Epcot. I just appreciate it a lot more. I don't know if it's because it's educational now, and I'm more into like the countries and I don't know. I feel like Disney is different as an adult. And and now that I have to pay for a ticket myself, I really feel appreciative of it, because as a kid, I was like, dang. Now I look back at it and I'm like, my parents spent a lot of money to bring us here.
I agree with you on that. So I remember like when we went, and y'all may, since you're older Disney goers too, y'all remember when they used to have the area where you could get like all the sponsors were in there, and you get like cool little stuff, and they did like science type stuff, and then so I remember I'm trying to think of who was sponsored it. I want to say Coke, but I could be wrong. But I remember going in that and being so bored. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, my dad was like trying to give us this valuable lesson of like, you're out of school here at Disney, and let's, do some of this. And I was like, this is the worst park ever. We only liked Fast Track, and it was, you were test dummies back then. And it was like, we just wanted to ride Fast Track. Like, we didn't care about the world. And my dad was like, you're not understanding. And we're like, can we go back to Animal Kingdom? And now I'm like, I would never choose Animal Kingdom over Epcot as an adult. But as a kid,
No, but I do like Animal Kingdom, but you're right.
I do too,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Let me scroll back down here. Will G, I liked when they had the Fast Pass booths before they went online. Yeah. Mike, they raised the base price from $15 to $25 per ride and up from $20 to $35.
That's for the Genie Pluses.
The Genie, yeah. The Z Show says, good morning. Good morning, Z. Welcome in. We have a water park called Raging Rivers. Ooh, that sounds fun. And that, when she just said that, that makes me think of like at Busch Gardens, what's that ride? Where there's like 6 people on the rapids, river rapids. That makes me think of
Rapids. We had that at Six Flags around soon.
How big is your residency discount? So I want to say we pay $52 a month. And that gets us into Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Disney, and Animal Kingdom. So every year when you're up for renewal, you get a discount since you're already a member. So every year it gets not a little bit lower because the price keeps going up, but the percentage of a discount goes up. And you get discounts on merchandise in restaurants with that pass and hotels. I'll be at Disney World in 2 years because I have my conference out there. Oh, that'll be cool. Well, let me know, Danny D. Maybe we'll meet up with you. My ticket to Disneyland in the 90s was $31 for a one-day pass. Well, good luck with that now, because $91 is going to get you a meal for 3 people, probably, if you're lucky.
$31?
$31.
91.
Oh, I thought you said 91. 31 will be a meal for one person. Not even.
You're not going to sit down with a character.
No, that's not a sit down. That's at like counter service. A burger and fries at Cosmic Rewind across from the little Grand Prix race cars.
It doesn't include your Coke.
Griswold, family, do you know where Dev is? Okay, you already answered him on that one. We went to Disneyland July 19th of 1994.
It was 4 years before I graduated.
That's crazy. They came back to 1994. I was still in high school in 1994. Hey, McCoomer, welcome in.
I'm trying to do the math. I think I was 7. I was studying like 3rd grade.
Whatever.
She's a youngin', guys. Bone Tire. My parents had the most fun going in their 50s without kids. Disney is great for guests.
Just the visuals in Disney and the theming, to me, I mean, I could go all day and not ride the rides, but just, seeing the characters and the theming and like the hidden Mickeys, and just Disney does it right. I mean, they really do when they do something, except for the Star Wars hotel. But
I'm just wondering, on a day like today, how they prep for this heat. Like, how many people, because they were saying on the news today, what was it? Hold on, I have it on my Facebook, because this is crazy, you guys. They are saying that so they're saying the heat index is 115. Today there has been only 2 issued for our area since 2001. The first one was a few days ago, and the second is today. And 22 years ago, the water temp in the bay is 97. And the water temp at Clearwater Beach is 95.
Mm.
So this has been like, we're not just on a heat advisory today, we're on an extreme heat advisory. And so this is record for us. So I'm wondering how the parks deal with that, because people that come to Florida aren't used to, I mean, we're not even used to that. So they must have to have several like water stations or something around for people, because you got to stay hydrated. People will start passing out in this. I mean, it is hot.
Right. And when it's $5 a bottle of water, it's even more.
Right.
I do know, like in Tips and Tricks, the Disney Moms Tips and Tricks or whatever group I'm in, they talk about, bringing your own Arctic cups or what, Stanley cups, whatever it is. And then they will give you free ice water and stuff if you ask, but you have to have your own cup because they charge by the cup.
No,
but I'm wondering if they
you can get free water anywhere.
Yeah, you can get water everywhere, but people don't know that. That's what I'm saying.
People don't know that.
I'm wondering if and to keep people from passing out around the parks, I'm wondering if they're doing water stations around just to hand out, like, not the water bottles, but you know what I'm saying? Like water, because people aren't used to this. I mean, it's
right, because you look at $5 a bottle of water, you're like, oh, no thanks. But yeah, you can get free water at Disney. And I mean, I just suggest you bring your own Stanley cups. It's good and cold.
So, Will G, I remember going to Disneyland in the 70s when you bought a book of ride tickets. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
We won't have to go to Disney since all the old Imagineers are building a theme park in Oklahoma. LOL.
Yep. Right there on Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
It does.
Yeah. So Griswold says they enjoy Epcot the most. And that's the park I appreciate a lot more as an adult is Epcot. If I knew now what I knew back then. Never went to Disney as a kid. Okay, I got to run. Have a certificate exam in 2 hours. Wish me luck. Bye, Orange Cone Blog. Have a great day.
Good luck.
See.
Disney better add some thrill rides. I don't know. I think they're more catered towards the kids.
Yep.
Landon thinks that all the rides at Disney are too babyish, and he's 10. LOL.
I can agree with
that. Danny, what I've come to find out with my kids, when they got that age too, they were kind of in the same boat. They went through a phase about 2 or 3 years, and then they got back to where they still wanted to do the rides, especially like Hollywood Studios and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you look at Universal's rides compared to Disney rides and you're like 14, I can definitely see that. Like, I can definitely see where you're like, I ain't riding It's a Small World. Like, go put me on Jurassic,
Yeah.
Velocicoaster.
I'll go on It's a Small World. I'll have the song in my head for the rest of the day, but I'll go on it.
But like a teenager, like I'm going to say like 10 plus, like you want Velocicoaster. You don't want It's a Small World or, The Little Mermaid. I'm just saying. I can see that.
Sixbo says, you're going to make me cry. I remember how I felt when I saw the castle for the first time and can't wait to see my daughter's face light up. Aw. When are you guys going, Sixbos? I definitely would not go in the summer. I will tell you that. I would not.
No.
I'll be back in 2025 at the end of July, and that's going to be hot, Danny D, so be prepared.
Yep.
And the lines
we went
are going to be long.
1 year, and that was the last time we went in the summer. She said never again. And
the lines will be very, very long, so be prepared for that. SeaWorld just wasn't the same after Anaheim. I agree. I totally agree with you,
I definitely agree too.
They did bring back, though, at the Busch Gardens here, they just brought back the free 2 beers or whatever Anheuser used to do.
Yep.
They just brought that back.
We have that
They're doing the same thing up here, too.
Their giveaways
That-
too for season pass holders are pretty cool too. Like their ornaments and different things throughout they're pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even see you come in, Mustard Drill. Good morning. Is that $52 a person or for both of you? What's he talking about? $52.
Your
For your
season pass.
pass.
Oh, it's for one of us. Yeah, one of us. Good morning, Najuma Brown. Welcome in. I love their shops. I always go to the souvenir shops. Yes. And for the best Disney merchandise shop, Disney Springs World of Disney is where you're going to find everything.
Yes.
Getting ready to go, or are you checking your suitcase again? LOL. Who's she talking to? Oh, she's probably talking to Mustard Drill because he's about to leave for his cruise.
Yeah, he goes on a cruise today.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think he goes on the cruise today. I think he leaves to go to wherever his cruise is leaving from in Jersey. In Staten Island. Just kidding. That was a joke. E-ticket ride. Yes, I remember. Yes. E-tickets. So Bone Tired saying she loves the teacup ride. I haven't been on teacups in a long time. They make me kind of queasy a little bit. Yep. So Danny D said she loves the Small World ride. We love going during the winter. Yeah, you're right. The winter and the Christmas tree and everything, it makes you feel like so like in the festive mood. I agree. Yep, we have been there during that time. Okay. She knows. All right, so Jennifer, you are up about your favorite Disney park.
So my favorite is Hollywood Studios, and then probably second is Epcot. I have not been.
I would have never thought that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Magic Kingdom. I like Magic Kingdom. I like seeing the castle, walking in, and and I remember when I was a kid, and then seeing Chloe, I always dress her up as Cinderella, get our pictures. But outside of that, I feel like the guests at Magic Kingdom and they're just pushy and a little rude, at least. But I've been, when I've been, it's been the 50th anniversary too. So I'll throw that out there. But the last time I was at Magic Kingdom, I was so upset. I just wanted to go home. Honestly, I was so frustrated. But yeah, Hollywood Studios. I love Batu. Was it Batu East? I love the Star Wars and the theming. I think about my dad and just my dad and my brother were huge Star Wars fans, and so I love it. We've done the lightsaber building. We've built the joy. I mean, we just loved it. We had so much fun. And then I really like Toy Story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Andy's lunchbox, the food there. I think it's really good, and I love that you're kind of like a toy in Andy's, in Andy's world, and I really love the theming there. Epcot, because as an adult, I appreciate the going around the world and the different cultures and the travel aspect of it and the different. I mean, I love how they even theme the different merch. That to me is just awesome. But those would be my two favorite. Animal Kingdom too. I like Animal Kingdom because the animals and stuff. But it's kind of like if we get to go, it's okay. But if we don't, that's okay too. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite. We have not been to the water parks, and we are planning on going to Disneyland. Well, we've got a lot of plans with Disney. It's just, I mean, the cost of Disney is such a factor that it's like, well, we can go on so many other trips for that. But I'm excited to go with y'all next year.
I know, it's going to be exciting. So we are planning the Utopia of next September. And then after we get off, after I get off, I come back home, but they're staying on the ship. But after that weekend, we're all meeting back up at Disney World when they get off. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. Um,
Somebody's talking about going now too, and he wants to hit. He's looking forward to hitting Epcot again because he loved the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who was that?
My son.
Oh, okay. See,
so, and that there's a trick on Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron right now. So for free, if you wake up and log on to the app at 7 a.m., there is a queue to get into, but you have to be like the first 250 people to get into the queue and press that button, and it will give you a time to come back and you can get on the ride.
that's
And
how
there's
we.
no charge for that. That's right
how we-
now. I don't know next year if it will still be that way, but
That's how we got on Ratatouille last year because it had just opened and we got on that.
So when we were at Epcot the other day, that ride was almost 2 hours to get on.
For Ratatouille?
We ran straight to Ratatouille last time, and we still waited like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, we had a
because one issue is over at Disney Beach Club, they got that entrance right there at Ratatouille, so they get to go right in there. Now, if I would have thought, I should have just drove right over there, parked in that parking lot, and came in that entrance.
Right,
but I wasn't thinking.
That's a Skyliner too, right there too.
Yeah.
So all the hotels, yeah. We liked it. I mean, Chloe wrote it. I mean, she was 2, not even 2 at the time. She was like a couple weeks from being 2. It's when they do that dip, and she got concerned for the mouse. Like she was like kind of like, what's going on? But it's a really cute ride. I love the senses and the smells and stuff. If you haven't ridden it, it's good. But they were just building Guardians. We were so sad that Guardians wasn't finished yet. And I'll say too, kind of right as that at that entrance of into the different worlds, if you sit there kind of in the shade where Minnie was doing her meet and greets, of course it's been about a year since I've been there, you get the perfect view of the monorail going around. It's so pretty. You get some really cool pictures.
And a lot of people don't know about that little entrance over there. So, Guardians, I've been on twice. I don't think I'll do it again, just because it made me kind of queasy. I didn't like it.
I want to try to put on a seasick patch.
Yeah, definitely wear.
See if it works.
Don't eat before you ride that. And if you get motion sickness, I would definitely do what Clock just said. Danny loves it.
I don't know if it'll work, but I want to try it.
Oh, you haven't been on it yet, Clock?
I've been on it, and it made me queasy too. That's what I was saying. I would like to try a seasick patch just to see if it works.
I'm excited for the Moana area too. I know that I saw that they've got the water and stuff. I don't think it's open yet, but
no, it's not. It's not open. It's all still fenced off. You can't get back there. Cool. They now Tron. I don't think I'd go on Tron again either. If you're looking for a thrill ride, that's probably the most thrill ride they have at Disney is Tron. I felt like I was gonna fall off that ride the whole way because you're on like a what do you call, like a motorcycle, and you're like bent down, but all the twists and turns, I literally thought I was sliding off that thing. I was like, all right, love ya, I'm done. I'm gonna be dead to this ride. That was and then it like shoots you, right? So you start off slow for like a second. It's kind of like the Aerosmith ride where you start off slow and then you're like, boom. Never again. Not doing it. Was not my cup of tea. Hey, Darian, welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. MGM. Hollywood Studios is my favorite.
I remember it was MGM.
Yep.
Why'd they change the name of that again? Do you guys remember why they changed it?
I don't think MGM's associated with it anymore.
I was gonna say.
Okay. We had a blast at Hollywood Studios. I like their nighttime the projection thing that they do with the fireworks. Well, first they do the projection thing on the screen thing, but then they do fireworks after. I really liked it.
You talking about the Oriental?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I like Phantasmic too.
I haven't
That's
been
probably
to
my favorite.
Cosmic in years. Now you guys got me in the mood to go to Hollywood Studio. I love the Muppet Show. I think it's a Hollywood Studios because it's my grandpa's favorite show, and they need to do something though with that. It's a little old. They need to update it a little bit. I think the Muppets thing. Muppet Show is hilarious. KL Daily, welcome in.
Hey, Cowell.
We might hit the parks the 17th or the 18th of December.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that will be cool. It'll be all like festive and stuff. Griswold says Guardians, Tron, and I can never say it. Ratatouille have all opened since we have been to Disney last. You need to go back. You need to go. That's all the new stuff.
Danny, you can go on my group cruise, and then you can hit the park right after.
Gonna say.
Yeah, there you go, Griswold. Group cruise, and then go to Disney after. Then you could probably go on 5 of those group cruises for what you're going to pay for Disney. Guardians is the Aerosmith coaster remodeled, correct?
No, that's
Nope.
Rock and Roller Coaster.
Two separate rides.
Separate things.
In 2 different areas. Rock and Roller
Well,
Coaster.
Aerosmith is at Hollywood Studios, and Guardians is at Epcot.
But didn't they change in Disneyland? Didn't they change the Tower of Terror to Guardians? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That
It's a
looks
different
cool
type
to
of ride.
me. Yeah, with like rocket. I really love Guardians of the Galaxy, so I think that would be kind of cool to go to.
So the roller coaster at Epcot, the music really makes the ride as well. So we really enjoy it. We ended up getting Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to
There's
rule
4.
the world, and it was pretty cool. Well, during Christmas time, they also changed the songs. So they changed them.
Each time
week
you
after
go
us.
on that, you guys, there's 4 songs that they have. So it's not the same song every time you go on the ride. It rotates. So that's what he's talking about. So yeah, you won't have this like Aerosmith, it's the same songs, but Guardians, they switch them out too. Like around Christmas time, they'll have different songs, but there's always 4 and they rotate them out.
That sounds cool.
Life of Chloe, welcome in.
Thank you.
Will G, make that the 16th or the 17th. We get on the Freedom the 18th. Man, you got a fun-filled December.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Have a great day, folks. I'm listening while unpacking. Thanks, Darian. Have fun unpacking. Orlando Magic. Welcome in. Welcome in. KL, the Muppet Show was like The Office. Could have been the update they needed. So what's the first park you guys want to go to when we go?
Epcot.
Yeah, so when we go and when you guys are here and we go, the Food and Wine Festival will be going on. So that's exciting. You guys get to experience the Food and Wine Festival.
I'm excited for that. I really am. Well, I mean, we may not try all the food, but just the theming and stuff itself, I always get excited for.
Well, so they have different food and different beers and wines in each country. And so what they do is they give you, and we're about to post our video Danny was editing it this morning, actually, from the Food and Wine Festival last weekend. But they give you like tapas size food and tapas, and the drinks, they're not like your big beers. They're just like a little sampler. But they do have different ones from around the world in the wine and stuff. Right now, it was way too hot to drink wine outside. was not happening for me the other day, you guys. It was terrible.
Clark, are you wanting Epcot as well?
I know the wife wants to do that. I believe she wants to do the Food and Wine Festival. And like I said, my son, that's what he wants to do. He wants to do Guardians. The only issue with doing that Friday is maybe not being able to get on that queue for the Guardians, but we'll have to see.
We could do that Saturday, get up all early, and
we can also check the times of the parks too, because if like Disney, if Magic Kingdom's open late that day, then maybe we might be better off going to Magic Kingdom on Friday or whatever, and then doing one of the other parks on Saturday.
Yeah, if you're going to pay full price for the Magic Kingdom, I wouldn't go on a day that they close early for an event.
Right.
And then it would be what? I don't know if they'd close early in September.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Halloween
not
night.
so scary.
Yeah. So you're right. So we need to check. But Epcot, that time of year, is open till 9. And I think Magic Kingdom's open till 11 if they're not closing early for an event.
And we may consider maybe like going to Hollywood Studios maybe that Friday, because we've been there, and then maybe Chloe and I'm going to try to take her to Mickey's Not So Scary. I'm really going to try. And then maybe she and I'll go do that, and Andrew can go. Maybe we'll just get tickets to where Park Hopper. That way, if y'all decide to go to Epcot at night or something, Andrew can go do that, and I'll take Chloe to Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah.
I remember probably about 10 years ago when we first started going on a regular basis, Disney would do those extra hours, and they'd have the park open until 1, sometimes 3 a.m., and you could go, and it would be just the regular price from getting in during that day.
Yes.
I remember one year, and they haven't done this since, they had the park open, all of them, for 24 hours. It was like Labor Day weekend. And we did it, and we hit all 4 parks. It was so fun because the middle of the night, there was nobody there. So we left at like 8 at night, drove over, and did it till 8 in the morning. It was so fun.
With attendance being low, they may bring back some of that. I mean, a year from now, if the attendance hasn't picked up, I mean,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Griswold is saying his favorite Epcot Festival of the Arts. That's Danny's favorite festival. He loves the Festival of the Arts. That's his favorite.
So the 2 times we've been, we usually go in January. The last 2 times we've been, it's been in January. We've barely missed it. Like, it's like we leave on whatever day and it starts the next day. And then this last time it was a couple weeks out, but we were there during the huge Disney run this last time.
And that's their shortest. That's the shortest festival.
Yeah, it's cool though. We saw them setting up for it the last time, and it was, I mean, so we got to see some of the stuff. We just didn't get to do all of it, and it was really pretty.
And that's an awesome time to go too, because the weather is like perfect.
That's why we do it.
Not this crap that we have now. My wife's sister lives in Orlando, so at least we don't have to pay for any hotels.
That is awesome.
And the Disney hotels, you guys, are crazy expensive. If you could swing it and stay off property, it's like half the price. And a lot of them have free shuttles to the parks. So keep that in mind.
That place that I stayed does not have a free it does not have a free shuttle. But we'll be I know I'll be driving down anyway. Well, shoot. Yeah, for that I'll be driving down. We don't know about for the 2025 I'll be driving down. Next year I don't know what we're doing.
I was gonna say, are you staying there for next year too? I know for 2025 you are, but in 2024?
Possibly, because I'll have to use my points anyway. So
okay. Because I was telling Andrew too, they've got those really cool themed Airbnbs too, where like 10 or 15 people can stay at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those look cool. We stayed in one. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh cool.
But they well, the one we stayed in, they charge you extra to use the grill was an extra $25. To use the heater and the hot tub was an extra $25. So make sure you're really reading your contract for that Airbnb, because they were nickeling and diming you for everything.
Yeah.
But this one had like a movie theater in it. It had everything.
Oh, that's cool. We haven't booked our hotel yet for the Disney stay after Utopia, so maybe that's what I'll be searching today.
The parking though is where they get you. Like I don't pay for parking because we get free parking with our pass, but I want to say it's like $40 to park now or something a day.
So you're gonna shuttle us all in, Sherry? Is that what you
That's
said?
what I just understood.
Yep.
We're gonna load in.
But it's crazy expensive to go park. So I had to put Danny in one of your cars because he gets free parking, and then people have to be in my car. So then you get 2 cars in for no parking.
We have Clock family, and then.
But yeah, it's like I want to say it's $40 or $50 to park. Clock, you don't have an annual pass? You pay.
I only go once a year. That.
I thought you went more than that.
No.
Because they do have annual passes you can get if you don't live in Florida, but I don't know how much they are.
They're not cheap.
They're expensive.
Bye, KLL Daily. Have a wonderful day. So if you stay off property, a lot of the hotels have shuttles that take you in, which would be cheaper than actually parking, even if you drove down. But
so the place that I stay at, they do have a shuttle. It's $5 a person. So, and I don't remember whether that's $5 both ways or it's $5 each way.
I don't know, but that's something to think about when you're coming to Disney and you are planning. Because I do know the hotels that are on that monorail loop, those are going to be your most expensive hotels, you guys.
Yeah, over $1,000 a night.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I think like it used to be in the day, like the Pop Century and music and whatever you could get for like $115, $20 a night. Now forget it. If you can even get it for $200 a night, you're lucky. Yeah. And guys, guess what else they have added? They've added resort fees on top of all of that. So make sure you're reading the fine print, because I want to say the hotel is like $20-something, and then are the resort fee. But they just dropped. Before they were all also adding a parking fee to park at the hotel, but they've just dropped all of that. So I guess people were not parking. I don't know what they were doing, but they dropped it. I don't know why, but they did. But it was expensive. I want to say we stayed at the Dolphin one night, and it was $28 to park the car. It was crazy. Crazy. What, Clock?
I was just saying that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And that was a night. That wasn't for the, for there for a week. Think about it. 28 times whatever. That's like Miami prices for a cruise. But anyhow, so you guys have anything else? We've been on for an hour, so we can go on and hop off of here. If you guys don't have anything else.
I'm good. I'm excited to go again. I feel like a big kid when I'm planning out all these cruises in Disney and stuff.
I know. It's exciting. We want to go.
What I'm doing as far as whether I'm driving down next year or whether we're going to fly down. Since we're there for a week and we might go to the parks afterwards, it may be more advantageous for us to just drive down there. But going out on a Friday would mean I'd have to take off on Wednesday or Thursday to come down there.
So, is it just you and your wife that are going to be traveling down for the cruise, or is your son going on the cruise too?
My son's going on a cruise too. And then it's going to be his buddy. And chances are I'll end up bringing my daughter too. So it'll probably end up being 5 of us.
So it'd probably be cheaper to drive.
Probably cheaper to drive.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I'm only paying for 3 of those. So
God. The rest of you guys are on your own.
yeah, my son pays his own way.
Clock's like, that's more money for me.
It's cruise money.
Yeah. So, so you got, but how many rooms you got on the cruise? Are you guys all in the same room, all 5 of you?
No,
Oh.
he pays for his own way. Him and his buddy will have their own room. I just got to figure out what the deal is with my daughter, whether or not she's going to go in a room with us, or whether if my son's friend doesn't end up going, whether she'll just go in a room with my son, or whether somebody goes down and has a daughter or whatever, and they want to split a room with us, then I'll put her in with the other person. But see what happens.
So when you're at Disney, though, do you get 1 room or you're getting 2 rooms?
Oh, I get, so through my timeshare, I get the 2-bedroom, which sleeps 8 people. So I have plenty of room there.
So do you make them pay you?
Not for the timeshare.
Hey, I was
Like, give me $20 to stay here for the night, son.
Well, I was watching this thing on Shaq like last night. I went on this whole rabbit hole with watching stuff on Shaq. You know, and his kids, when they turn 18, if they want anything from him, they have to have 2 degrees. And he was talking about, you know, no free rides. And he said, I forget what his quote was, but they were like, we're rich. He's like, no, I'm rich or something. And it was kind of, he was talking about how he had to work hard for it, and how he's trying to instill them that they need to be smart with their money. And I mean, I thought it was a very interesting take, you know, especially for this day and age. So I had to pay my way. Like when Andrew and I went to Alaska with my parents, like my parents didn't pay for that. They were like, no, you pay for that.
So
yeah,
when I was younger, as soon as I had a girl spend the night, my grandparents said, okay, you're old enough to have a girl spend the night. You're old enough to pay rent. And that was like right at 18, somewhere right around in there. So I've been paying rent ever since I was 18. I was still in high school, and I paid rent pretty much my whole senior year. And so, I mean, my son, when he turned 18, I told him the same thing. You're 18, you can pay rent. So.
Yeah. I think in the long run, it probably makes you better with your money. I mean, honestly, you learn early on to be more responsible with it. I mean, I think about the lessons. I'm like, well, that was kind of dumb. Why did I do that? You know, with my credit cards or whatever, you know. So I think it's like I said, I think it's I don't know that that's something I would do with Chloe, but since, you know, but she's the only child, but she probably needs some real world lessons, you know, by that time. So let's, you know, see. But I think I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. Well, I was watching a lot of stuff on Shaq last night, and I thought it was very interesting to see his mindset on things. And I don't know. I liked it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm excited when I go with you guys to see Chloe's excitement. I always love seeing like a little kid's excitement at Disney. Like, I think that's so like special. I don't know.
I do too. You know, and
yeah.
I know I probably sound like a broken record right now, but like people are like, why would you take your 12-month-old to Disney? Like, that's such a waste of money. I'm like, well, she was free. I mean, her flight was free. Her trip to Disney was free. Her food was free. I mean, it was just me and Andrew at that point. But I guarantee you she knew who Mickey Mouse was. Like, she knew when she saw Mickey, like, even at 12 months old, like, was like clapping, and she was just under a year. But, you know, she knew who he was. And then going back at 2, and he is like, they were playing peekaboo at Hollywood Studios and just some of the stuff going on. Like, it was so magical. And so now that we're taking her at 4 and, you know, at 5, like she's in that princess era right now, you know, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Just the thoughts. I'm like, yes. How do we make this happen? Like, I'm so excited.
Jennifer's like, we need to stay longer than 2 days at Disney. How am I going to make that happen?
Well, the fact that I know we're going to go to Universal and back and with y'all in 2025, I think that helps. But
you know what she would probably enjoy, but I've never been to it, and it's really hard to get a reservation. You probably have to start now. Is Cinderella's castle for lunch with the princesses?
so I had when I was planning our trip in January of last year, I could have gotten to that, but my mother-in-law, who she didn't end up going on the trip, but she wanted to do Beauty and the Beast Castle, and so we had lunch there, and that's something I'll definitely look at. The Bibbidi Boppity Boutique too. I thought that wasn't open when we were there. The barber shop and all that wasn't there. Wasn't open. So,
and that's what I'm saying. I don't think Cinderella's castle that was open, the restaurant, but the characters I don't think were, because of the C word, were still.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think they brought the characters back till recently.
Okay, I know Cinderella was there.
Maybe I don't know.
The food was really good in Beast Castle, but I was a little disappointed. He just walks in a big circle, and it's like,
yeah,
what's
I've
up?
eaten in there.
Hey,
It's not
I'm the Beast.
yeah.
Like,
But the Cinderella table thing or castle thing, that's supposed to be amazing. And it's really hard to get a reservation. So I would try now, but that would be something cool for Chloe, I think.
I think so too. I definitely
she can go in there, her little princess dress. And
well, but the focus in 2025 is going to be Universal, correct?
No, I'm about one next year try to get the reservation for when we're there and whatever. But the thing is, then you'd have to do your Disney pass, our Magic Kingdom, whatever day you get the reservation for.
Yeah, we might. We'll just have to come.
A new person in the chat.
Hi, Mark.
Mike Skeleton, welcome in.
Hi, Mark.
Or Mark, sorry. Did I say Mike? So yeah, that would be cool. And then they did reopen the Boobity Boppity, whatever it's called. You can go get her all dressed up as a princess. They have two. Well, they have three, I think. They have one at Magic Kingdom. They have one at Disney Springs. And then I want to say they have one in the Grand Floridian, but I could be wrong.
It sounds right. I think I've seen it there.
Mm-hmm. So you could get her all dressed up and her hair done and makeup and the whole.
So Jennifer, have you ever done any resort hopping?
We have. Well, we did it, and they had just opened it back up last year, and I think we went from Animal Kingdom to Epcot that day. But we paid for the whole week for resort hopping, but we ended up spending all day at Epcot, all day at Hollywood Studios, and then Magic Kingdom. It was just, there was so much going on.
Hey, I'll be right back. I have a package. I think it's my Temu package. It's just delivered. I'll be right back.
You said you paid for the whole week. What do you mean by that?
Well, like I guess we had 4 days, because we couldn't do just like a 1 day resort hopper on that, like for 1 day. Like we knew Animal Kingdom, we weren't going to stay there all day, and we'd want to go back to Epcot. So we had to pay for it on all the tickets, but we only used it for the 1 day.
No, I meant the actual resorts, the Disney resorts.
You said
Not
resort. I was thinking theme parks. Not real. I mean, we kind of rode the monorail around and saw them, but we were just trying to give Chloe kind of like some downtime to nap. But we haven't gone into all the different hotels, no, resorts.
So that's something we do during the time we're down there, because that kills a day or two, and it gets you. It still gives you Disney stuff to do while you're there. It doesn't cost anything, and you get to see, like, we go in Contemporary to all the different shops there, and we go into Polynesian. We went to the shops there. Now we still have never been to the New Orleans one. There's still several that we have not been to.
Like
But we enjoy doing the resort hopping too, because I don't know how many days you all plan on going down there. But I plan on doing at least 7 possibly 10, because that's what we normally do. We'll go down on like a Wednesday, because I don't know what kind of holidays you all have or whatever, but Veterans Day is one of our holidays. So Veterans Day ends up being like the Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, right before the week before Thanksgiving. So we'll go like Wednesday and then through the whole week of before Thanksgiving. So it ends up being 10 days. And I want to say, like I said, our resort, I want to say the last time when I got it from my buddy, it was like $988 for 10 days. So
Wow.
that gives you a roundabout. And I mean, that's, like I said, the resort has 6 swimming pools, 2 lazy rivers, and a bunch of other stuff. So
We're definitely excited for that. We went to the Contemporary, and that was so cool. We had breakfast at Chef Mickey's, and that was such a neat hotel. Well, we also had lunch at 1971. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
And we really liked the Contemporary, but that's the only other resort that we kind of went inside, and that was just because we had some reservations there for, lunch and dinner.
During that week, they're setting up the gingerbread houses too.
Oh,
so we got to see the gingerbread house at Disney Beach. I did a video on them if you want to look at them, see what they look like. But they do different ones each year. So Disney Beach Club has one.
Cool. Boardwalk has one too.
Boardwalk has one, and then the other one next to it had a carousel, and then Contemporary does one, and then
the carousel one is made all out of chocolate. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like 6 or 7 different resorts. I think I got all but one. I think the only reason why I didn't get the one was because it's in Epcot, or I think it's in a park or something.
Andrew will be down for that. He liked, like I said, when we went to the Contemporary and stuff, he enjoyed just kind of walking around, looking around. I know
they all kind of have their own like personality and their own like theme, kind of, and they all have like a gift store. It's pretty cool. And they all have like a bar. You can do a bar crawl going to each hotel on the monorail.
Some of them have different, like the gingerbread pins. They're exclusive to those resorts too. So if you don't go to that resort, then you wouldn't be able to get to those different pins and stuff. If you're into collecting that stuff.
Yeah, I like the Disney pins. That's usually where I spend most of my money, is on the Disney pins.
Let me hop over to the chat real quick. So Bruce from Ocean to Ocean came in. Hello.
Hello.
And Life with Chloe came in. Will G, he's doing the right thing. I don't know what he's talking about.
Talking about Shaq.
Oh, okay. And we have Mark Skeleton, who is new with us. So hello and welcome in.
Hello.
Griswold says, I could stay in Soarin' and Flight of Passage all day just for the smell. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm back down to the bottom. I just want to make sure we said hi to those people that came in.
No, it's good.
So yeah, we could even do like at night or something, go around to the different hotels on the monorail. That'd be fun. Go resort hopping.
Yeah.
And look at all the different gift shops and all the different stuff they have in each one. They also have they have restaurants and stuff. Which one has Trader Sam's? I've never been there, but I've always seen stuff about Trader Sam's.
Polynesian?
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to get into. So I don't know if they take reservations or not, but that would be cool to go there because they have like the drinks that are like unique, like in like tiki things and stuff. I'll try it. And then, you're coming in September, but November they should have that big. When you come in 2025, they should have the big gingerbread house set up in the what do you call Grand Floridian?
Grand Floridian.
Where you walk in and it just smells like gingerbread, and they have this big gingerbread house set up. That's pretty cool.
Of course, at every gingerbread house, they have things for sale. The gingerbread for sale.
What?
Yes.
Disney have things for sale?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the tree there is gorgeous, and it is tall. So,
They
yeah.
had not put the tree up when I went last time yet. It was going on later that week. Same at the Polynesian. No, is it Polynesian or Animal Kingdom? They hadn't put the tree up yet.
We should try to get a reservation for dinner for all of us at Ohana. I love Ohana. That's one of my
I know
favorites.
she wants to go back to Ohana.
We wanted to
hard.
go to Ohana, so
We should try to do that for dinner, like the first night. Get a reservation at Ohana for however many people. And it's going to be hard because they're hard to get reservations for, but we should try.
You want that?
I want one.
Yeah. She said yes. She wants Ohana.
I love
Andrew-
Ohana.
Andrew will too, because Stitch is
I
his.
recycle the gingerbread houses.
Lilo and Stitch is his thing.
They take them to the deep
Mhm.
one.
Oh, yeah. My wife was saying after they're done with the gingerbread houses, they take them to bee farms, and so that the bees can eat off of them because bees are going endangered, I guess. So I guess they do that to
I didn't
to
know
help the bee
that.
population.
I didn't know that either. That's a fun fact.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. That is cool.
The more you know.
I want to do a day at Animal Kingdom coming up here soon as it cools off. So if you guys didn't know, Animal Kingdom, here's another fun fact. That park has the least amount of shade out of any of the Disney parks in Orlando. So my advice is only go there in the fall, winter, or spring, not in the summer.
Yeah.
Do they still have the kite thing going on there?
What kite thing?
Like
There's
where
a
they-
kite festival sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what time of year it was. I remember it was there like the week before, or it may have been there the week we were there one year. Because now that you said that, I do remember it, but I don't remember what time of year it is.
I don't know. I haven't been to Animal Kingdom in a long time. That's the park we go to the least, but we really have, like I said, I don't think we've been there in almost a year and a half. So we need to get our butts back over there. And the only reason why we went the last time was because I wanted the Starbucks mug from there to complete my park set. But now I'm like, I want to go to Animal Kingdom. But anyhow, I think
Now there's 2 cruise lines that you can get the mugs from.
Oh,
I
There
know.
we
I'm so
go.
excited.
Destination
get the
fun.
I'm gonna get the Carnival one when we're on Celebration. And then
Oh,
how
do
do
they
I
have-
get the
does Carnival
ones
do
for
it
the
too?
cruises? Huh?
Does Carnival do it too?
Yeah.
I think
They were
so.
starting
Oh,
it.
okay. Because I knew Norwegian announced it, and I knew Royal announced it. I didn't know Carnival did it too.
So does Carnival have Starbucks on their cruise? Like Royal does? Royal has Starbucks.
No.
So where would
Not-
you find them then on the celebration? Like, where would you find it? Probably in the gift store, I guess.
I didn't look for them. I'll be honest. I know they have the Java Blue. Maybe somebody in chat will help us out if they've seen them.
Yeah, if you've seen the Starbucks mugs on Carnival, let us know where you would find them. Because Royal, they actually have Starbucks on the ship. So I'd imagine that's where they are on the Royal ship.
So does
Now,
Norwegian.
I know. See, I love Starbucks, so I'm excited for that.
So how clock would I go back? Do I have to go back on Oasis of the Seas and Mariner of the Seas and Independence?
I'm
to get
sure
a
through-
mug? Or can I
I'm
somehow
sure
get a
through
mug?
Starbucks or somebody you can get it.
I hope, because I mean, granted, I wouldn't mind going back on Oasis of the Seas, but I want to be able to get a mug from there since I've already been on it, right? That might be my
I'm-
new
I'm-
thing because we were doing the
I'm probably
Christmas
done with
tournament.
Oasis.
Do what?
I'm probably done with Oasis. I've already been on it twice. I'm getting to the point to where I want to do more different
Me
ships
too, but I wanna get the mug.
and different lines. So I can guarantee you that you can get it either one. We know enough people in this cruise community that if they go on Oasis, they'll buy one for you, and you just got to pay them the shipping. Or two, you can get one online through Starbucks, or three, online through Royal Caribbean possibly. But Royal Caribbean really doesn't sell anything on their website, which is kind of crazy to me.
eBay.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
Yeah, eBay.
Because eBay has all the stuff too. So I've looked
Maybe
at
I
the
need to
ships.
start changing my theme, because before we were getting the Christmas ornament from each ship. Maybe I need now to switch to the mug from every ship.
You could do the ships like clock.
No, because then
I'm
you
kinda-
get defaulted ships.
Yeah, I was on the fence already about getting the ships. Like, I was like, man, that's a lot of money to spend for these ships. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have a room to put them. And then when I get the wrong ship, that kind of puts me sour. So I don't know. I'm kind of,
Put some sour.
yeah, that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth after the wrong ship.
Yeah, but
Not only
nobody
that, they're not
knows.
accurate either. My Liberty of the Seas is bigger than my Wonder of the Seas. The Wonder should at least be a little bit bigger than the damn Liberty.
That's true.
I got all my Starbucks from all the parks, but I think they've changed their actual cups since I've collected the full set. I think they're all different now.
See, Norwegian has the keychains, and it's very detailed, and that's
Oh.
small enough to where I can
Yeah.
collect these and not take up a whole lot of room. And it's got all the painting on the front, just like the ship did.
That's cool.
That
That's
one
great.
was
And
New
you
York
know
City.
what you could do with those? You could turn those into Christmas ornaments.
Oh yeah, this one would be easy.
Mhm.
I don't need any more damn Christmas ornaments though, because so our little tip, we have Hallmark stores, like 5 of them within driving distance. So the week after Christmas or 2 weeks after Christmas, we end up coming home with like $500 worth of ornaments for like $100,
Right.
or less than that. And we've gotten like so many Disney ornaments now that our plan was to build another house. I don't know what the deal is now. We're trying to. I'm kind of on the fence on whether I want another house payment or whether I want to just stay here and just be able to cruise whenever the hell I want to. But the plan was to have multiple Christmas trees up, and then you'd have a Disney tree and you'd have a regular tree and stuff like that. So it might just be that I have way too many Christmas ornaments at this point, and I may end up having to sell some of them off.
You're gonna buy a brand new house just for Christmas trees?
No. I hate this house. I hate this house with a passion.
Yeah. I feel
Okay,
you. on
so
that.
we
That's
have a question in the chat. What is the difference between Disneyland and Disney World? Well, I have never been to Disneyland, so I cannot speak for Disneyland, but I do know one is in California and one is in Orlando. Can anyone else speak to Disneyland? Because I don't know the difference, because I've never been to Disneyland.
I know the space as far as Disneyland goes is not anywhere near as big as the one in Disney World. So Disneyland's smaller parks. Now it does have 2 parks there. What the hell is the other one called?
Adventure.
Disney Great Adventure, or
Oh yeah, Great Adventure.
one has a big Ferris wheel with the Mickey in the middle of it. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
So if Orange Blog was still in here, he could probably answer that question the
Yeah,
best.
that would be an easy one for him.
But if anyone has ever been to both parks in the chat, if you could answer that for Mark, because all I can speak of is Disney World. But I
So I know
agree with Clock. Disneyland, I heard, is a lot smaller than Disney World.
I know they have a Cars World out in California. So instead of having like they have Star Wars out there too, but um, as an immersive land, they have a Cars land. So if you're into the movies Cars, they have like a whole walkthrough area that's all decorated for that, which I really wanted to go see. That looked pretty cool. Oh, and they had that Toontown area too that has like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and some other stuff.
Well, and two, they have like the Marvel
Yep.
too in Disney land, and I think there's like when they went through I guess when they were acquiring Marvel and all that, Disney there's something in there that they can't do like a Marvel. Yeah, they can't do the same thing because Universal also has some Marvel too.
It was before that. Universal had already owned the rights to Universal owns the rights to Marvel on the east side of the Mississippi, right. So you can't have any Marvel stuff east side of the Mississippi. They got away with it because Guardians of the Galaxy is a newly acquired Marvel thing, so that's why Guardians of the Galaxy got through in Disney World. And there's certain things that they're getting the rights back for, because from what I heard, I think they now have the rights for Incredible Hulk, maybe. So, and I know Universal and Disney's going to have to work together within the next couple of years, because there's a lot of things at both parks that they may be losing, because Disney owns Simpsons now too. So if Universal wants to keep the Simpsons stuff, then they may have to give up, say, the Marvel stuff. Maybe a trade-off of that. But there's been a lot of talks. I think this year and next year is the last year that Universal has the rights to the Simpsons. And they, of course, have a whole land at Universal for the Simpsons.
That's true. Danny from Griswold Family Vacay was answering the question between the differences of Disneyland.
So Disneyland is more in a neighborhood area and doesn't have as many official hotels, but it's easier to walk to from other hotels. And he's saying this was the first park opened by Walt. He designed Disney World, but died before it opened. And then he said Disneyland has 2 parks. Disney World has 4. And Disneyland is about the size of Magic Kingdom. So it sounds like they're not exactly the same. So you have to decide which one. I mean, if you want to bang for your buck, it sounds like Disney World, you're going to get more parks, right? If you want something smaller, you might want to look at Disneyland. Again, though, California might be more expensive than Disney World. That's just my opinion. I don't know the prices to get into.
So I looked up going to like Tokyo Disney, because like I said, I want to go to Japan and hit the parks. And I want to say to the US dollar, it's only like $56 a day. It's crazy how much cheaper it is over there, because the government over there runs Disney. They had a partnership with the government when they built those parks.
Good morning, Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. Welcome in. We have Disneyland on our list one of these days. Hey, Rayleigh, thanks for coming in.
Blaine.
We do too. We have that on our bucket list. I do want to go out there and see it. And
I want to hit the Universal Studios out there too, because they already have the Super Mario Brothers stuff.
Yes, Andrew does too. He really wants to go.
And that literally was on our list when we did our Alaska cruise. We were going to try to fit it in at the same time. But again.
And I would like to go see like where they do the filming of the different like TV shows and stuff. I would like to go see like Friends. I think that'd be really cool.
Yes. They used to have something when it was MGM. They used to have a behind the scenes backlot tour where you could go to like some of the behind the scenes of some of the TV shows, but they don't do that anymore.
No. And they had a lot of the props from a lot of different movies. I mean, it was
Mhm.
cages full of props.
Yep. They don't do that much. Our friends, Monarch Moments, are vloggers from Disneyland. It looks cool. Yeah. I definitely want to go. I want to go on the Cars ride. The one with the car that goes around. I think that's, what is it? Radiator Springs or
Radiator Springs.
yeah, I want to do that. My principal went to Mario Brothers Land this summer.
There.
Yeah, that looks cool too.
It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Will G's got it.
2 parks in California are Disneyland and California Adventures. There you
Will
go.
G. I'm gonna tell you, we don't thank him enough. He always comes in clutch when we need
Yeah.
answers in the chat.
Yep.
Thanks, Will G. How many restaurants at that Disney park? Are they like themed kind of like these ones? Are they different restaurants or what? Does anybody know? At Disneyland? Like, do they
I'm sure
have like,
Disney. I'm sure Disney has all their stuff themed like it is out here too.
I mean,
I'm
I would
not
sure.
no, but I
That's-
wonder like if they have like the same some of the same restaurants. Like
No.
what's the Pooh one? The one right there, Crystal Palace. I wonder if they still have Crystal Palace, like some of the top ones
When
that
you
they
come through
have.
the town or the
Yeah.
what's it called, Main Street.
Yes, exactly. I wonder if they have some of the same characteristics and some of the same.
Have y'all ate at Crystal Palace?
Hmm. We have,
Because that was one of
Winnie
the
the
places
Pooh
that I was
is
thinking about going.
it's one of my favorite characters, so we wanted to go there because they actually come out and they'll come to your table and you can take a picture with them. They walk around the characters. I really liked it, and it's
We seen Chip
buffet.
and Dale. Okay, we seen Chip and Dale at one of the ones in Epcot. What was
Garden.
The
it?
one that moves. It's in the land. The
Something
garden something.
Yeah,
It's called the Garden Grill or something.
Garden Grill.
Okay.
And it rotates. That restaurant rotates around.
I didn't even realize it rotated because I was standing there waiting for everybody else to get in that building, and I was sitting there watching Chip and Dale run around to all the different tables and messing with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that restaurant moves in a full circle, so you go through the actual ride. The living with the land, that boat ride.
Yeah.
You actually
Yeah.
go through part of it when you're circling in the restaurant. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I've never eaten there. I've just seen it. But Crystal Palace, we've eaten at, and the characters do come around. And they do a little parade that the kids can join in on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we liked it. I want to say, though, it was like $50 or $60 a person to eat there. But again, you're paying for the characters and the whole. And you can get your picture with the character and the whole. They like literally come up to your table. So we thought.
We did like the Hollywood Wine and Dine, and that was really cool. Like Mickey would come around, and they would all come around. They would dance.
What did Blaine say? I didn't know where Mike was going with that. Sing Chip and Dale.
But he wasn't talking about Vegas.
Yeah.
He was talking about Disney, not Vegas.
I seen a big dude in Vegas get picked up by two Chip and Dale guys one time to get a picture, and he was like my size or maybe a little bigger than me.
So is this a foreshadow for what's happening in October?
No, that is not what's going on. Sorry. Ooh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it had a bunch of Pooh, and it had Tigger and Piglet. It had all the Winnie the Pooh characters at Crystal Palace. I don't
think you meant it by that.
Yeah. I think he
now I get it. Thanks. I'm almost done with my Dunkin'
I'm done
Donuts.
with mine. I need a drink.
Disneyland is very similar to the Magic Kingdom, just a smaller scale. Okay. That's cool to know. All right. So we're about to get off of here. I gotta go run some errands because we have a birthday party we gotta go to, and I go get a birthday card and all that good stuff. A 9-year-old, and guess what she's into, you guys? She's into Lululemon, Sephora. Like,
Oh
seems
boy.
like she's not even a teenager yet. You're getting what? And I was like, yeah, that's what she wants.
Oh boy.
That's what you get to look forward to, Jennifer.
I know.
What do you call the Winnie the Pooh's grandmother? Pooh Nanny. So let me ask the panel, I mean, not the panel, but the chat, one question before we get off of here. Let me know your thoughts. So if we did Tuesday night, we dedicated towards Cruise Talk, and Saturday mornings, we dedicated towards Disney Talk. Let me know your thoughts on that. Because that's kind of, I want to change it up a little bit. So if we did Cruise Talk Tuesdays and Saturdays, we did Disney Talk, and we have a topic for each of those. So let me know what you guys think. But anyhow, while we're waiting for their feedback, what you got going on today?
Our friends are getting crabs for my wife's birthday. We didn't get to do a bunch of celebrating last weekend with them. So my wife loves crabs, so they're getting a bushel or something. I don't know how many crabs, but so that's what we're doing.
That sounds yummy. I want to be involved in that.
Probably go swimming at the pool too.
I'll be on the next flight up there for the crabs, so I'm going to run to the airport after I jump off of here.
You can have all mine because I don't really eat them.
Jennifer, what do you guys have going on today?
So I'm packing for Maine, Boston, Maine. So we leave on Wednesday, and I have 2 things in the suitcase, which is not usually like us. Usually I'm packed the month before. But I was kind of waiting to see what the weather is going to be like, because I know it's a little different than South Texas and stuff too. So, but yeah, we'll be up there in the Northeast this week, and I'm excited.
You'll get some cooler weather. The nights there probably have been nice, actually. In the early mornings, you probably
You can
get
drive.
that.
You can drive 8 hours down and see us.
If I didn't have such a strict itinerary for this trip, I would. I don't know that we're going to be able to meet with the astute tourist who is 30 minutes down the road.
Okay.
We're going to really, really try. But my mother-in-law is very, very, very excited to see Andrew and Chloe and all of us. I mean, she's excited to see me too. But she's planned we have an itinerary. So it's pretty exciting. We're going to Peaks Island on Thursday, which I've never been. Well, I haven't been much in Maine, but if anybody's ever been there, let me know, because we've rented golf carts.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. I don't want to drive a golf cart. We tried to rent one when we were at Fort Wilderness, but we weren't actually staying there. We only went for the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. And so they wouldn't let us rent a golf cart. But I wanted to rent one and drive around and see all the Halloween decorations. And if you've never been to Fort Wilderness around Halloween, that is the best time to go, because all the campgrounds are all decorated for Halloween and people go all out.
Yes.
So, another Disney tip.
How was the Hoop-Dee-Doo review?
It was good. It was good. We loved it.
That's another restaurant we thought about doing.
We have a video of it, actually. We didn't like post the whole video, but we did little clips when we were there and what dinner and everything looked like. So go check it out.
Have you been to Woody's Barbecue yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, we haven't done that yet.
Is it the brand new restaurant where they had the big pencils and stuff that they had to get rid of because people were stealing them?
Steal them.
Where's that at?
Hollywood
Studios. Hollywood Studios.
Oh, no. I don't think we've been there since they opened it.
Oh. Yeah, Danny and Blaine, we're going to be near York, Maine. That's where Andrew's family, they rented some cabins. So we're going to be in York. I think Andrew's mom lives about 15 minutes north of York, but yeah, we're going to be in that area.
So here's what you guys are lucky. One of you gets crabs and one of you gets lobster. And I get nothing.
We're getting the lobster rolls this week. I told Amy, I'm like, are we going to visit Nubble? Because those lobster rolls right there, pretty good.
Sherry, I think you can get crabs anywhere.
That's what I hear.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyhow, all right. Well, we'll go on and cut it here.
Hi, Betty.
I'm gonna go run some errands.
Hey,
And
Krishna.
then if we don't see you guys on any pop-ups, oh wait, Clock, you're on tomorrow night.
Yes.
At
Yep, 7 o'clock
p.m.
tomorrow night with the wife.
Are you doing anything trivia, giveaways?
You know me. I don't plan these things out. If I get up tomorrow morning and I say, okay, let me get a trivia together.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be going to the airport to pick my daughter up. So I probably won't have time to do anything.
But I will see you guys. I mean, I'll see you in Clock's chat, of course. But I will see you all Tuesday night at 6 o'clock if I don't see you beforehand in any pop-ups. So everyone have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody. See you
See y'all
later.
later.